So hello and welcome back to another episode of Best Drives. Today you join me in my Mack R Series with its Detroit diesel engine connected to a 20-ton bulldozer on the back. Today we're in New Mexico, as you can see on the map here. So I've just taken a job out of Farmington and we're going to start off here. So this route here is going through Carson National Forest, and I also believe Philmont sort of scouting area, Boy Scout area in New Mexico, and then we're going to be dropping off in Raton here. Now I've done this journey once before and it was a pretty nice drive, so I thought why not make it a Best Drives video. So obviously Mack R Series, I did a video on this the other day. Very nice truck to drive, a bit underpowered but a lot of fun. Now I've put a different engine in it, as I said, a Detroit diesel, and I think this thing sounds like a V12. Listen to it start up and then revving. It sounds even better when you get going. I mean, it's got to be the best sounding engine I've ever tried in this game. It just sounds insane. I mean, we're just coming off this farm here that I've just reversed into. Listen to that. It doesn't really move that quickly, but I think the sound makes up for it. Right, is there anyone coming? Probably a bad idea going on the wrong side of the road, but there we go. We're across now. That's like one of the rest areas before you get onto the road. And it's a short turn down here. Now, it isn't one of those roads where you risk running out of fuel if you don't fill up before you get on it. There is sort of a town, a little town. It's not marked on the map or anything, or labelled as a town anyway, where you can fill up. I believe you can rest there as well, so if you do get caught out you can sort of stop off there. Here it is quite a high speed road, this 65. My foot is completely flat. We're only just doing 40. I mean, this trailer's probably a little bit heavy for it. I'd say probably average you'd want to be doing with this truck is maybe 10 tons. I mean, we got 335 horsepower and around 1500 newton meters of torque. It's not a lot. What was he? Whoa. I thought he carried on going. Like, what am I meant to do here? Well, this has gone well. There we go. Why do the AI stop like that? I don't get it. It's so much easier if they just carry on. Like, you can almost see the code. I mean, if player crosses into lane, stop. It's just so annoying. Why do they do it? Listen to that. When you get it up to about 2000, sounds like a 1960s Ferrari V12 or something. It's amazing. I mean, you just want to rev it all the time. I mean, I don't think the power is up in that sort of rev range. I think it's maybe around now 1400 to maybe 1750, but you just want to rev it out for that noise. Well, I do anyway. Don't know about you. Just about getting up now. There is a little shortcut coming up which I do want to show you. Hopefully I don't forget it. Basically it just bypasses a little hairpin bend, but it's sort of a dirt track and it is kind of steep, so I'm not sure if we're going to make it in this truck. We're going to give it a go, but we'll see how we do. I don't want to shift up, that's the thing. I just want to hold those revs because I know there's a hill coming up. Come on. This is when you change down, that sort of bellow it makes. So good, this truck. You've got to time it really well with your gear changes as well. Makes it challenging though, I suppose. Listen to that. It sounds like you're going like 100 miles an hour, but we're doing 35. I mean, how can 35 sound so good? It's gone a bit cloudy as well, which doesn't help. Hopefully it doesn't rain. That'd be a bit of a rubbish best tries, but you can see here we haven't had too much scenery so far. It does sort of open up in a minute, I seem to remember, which is pretty cool. But yeah, just sort of forest and everything. There we go. Let's go external. Opening up all the vegetation. What's this here? Rio Grande Gorge Bridge. Oh, look at this. Like a massive ravine or something. Whoa, that's high up. All the water down there. I love all the water textures as well, like all the sort of sandy, almost like greyish brown colour. It's so cool. Really gives it a nice effect. Yeah, it's really opened up now, like in a massive valley. You can see we're about to climb up a bit of a gradient up ahead. And the vegetation starts building back up. Come on. It's such a unusual route for New Mexico, I think. It's like the main part of it, there's lots of trees and sort of greenery, which you wouldn't really picture with New Mexico being quite sort of dry and sandy. Go around. The trick is with this truck is to just carry the speed, because these corners are quite flowing and not too tight yet anyway. Just keeping it slow around here. Oh yeah, here's this dirt road that I was on about. Let's go up here. No trucks allowed. Oh, we'll just ignore that. Right, rough road, you don't say. Oh dear, this is a bad idea. Come on, little Mac. I mean, it does sound like we're doing about 100, doesn't it? Quickly bypassing that hairpin down there. I doubt it's any quicker, this. I think we're getting some wheel spin. Just about holding second gear. Doing about 10 miles an hour. Burning through the fuel probably. But yeah, it is a cool little bypass route, this. I believe you get a achievement for it as well, which is pretty nice. Gotta be careful you don't bottom out on this as well. There's a school bus, come on. Come on. Yeah, look at that, you gotta be careful, it's quite steep. Trucks use low gear. Don't think we'd need to in this. We hardly build any speed up. Let's see how we do getting back up to speed. I don't remember following that school bus, unless it was behind us, and then it might have overtaken us. But I'm not too sure actually. Or it might have spawned in. There's loads of different factors. Yeah, at least it's going a little bit brighter now. You can definitely tell you've climbed a bit of height here, almost like in the canopy of the trees, which is a pretty cool feeling. And then we've got our little bit of a hairpin coming up. Start to see all these sort of rock faces there. Amazing, really. So I'm going to take this wide bend in case the trailer sort of moves over to the other side. Rock formations are so nice though. So many different types. You've got this sort of greyish kind of colour, and then almost like the sandstone type, orangey type colour. It's kind of hard to judge how sort of sharp these bends are. Got to be a bit careful. Just trying to keep to the speed limit a bit here. Oh, that one's quite tight. But just trying to maintain that speed as well so we don't get caught out. Amazing, really. That's a good bit of road, that. Those rocks, awesome. See the layers of sort of sediment that's built them up. And then back out, you can see the sort of snowy capped mountains now, which is pretty cool. Carson National Forest, we're just leaving it now. And this is that little town that I was on about earlier. So you can fill up a fuel, and you can also rest as well. There's a massive lake over here, which is very nice. Again, that sort of almost sandy texture, which is pretty cool. It's a nice little town though. It feels very sort of isolated here. It's pretty nice. I wonder if it snows up here. It must do with all those snowy mountains. It'd be very sort of isolated in the snow. Look at that. Quite a big fuel station. Oh, I'm not stopping. Yeah, very nice little space here. I love all the sort of rocks dotted about. That hotel's pretty cool. Look at that. That looks very authentic. I don't know if that's accurate to real life, but that looks very good. Maybe a little restaurant or something there. So nice. And then that lake over there stretches out for absolutely ages. Massive lake. Climbing again. Got to come down at some point, surely. Just being careful here. Yeah, I love the textures. You can see all the sort of shadows from the clouds as well, which is pretty nice. Just using that sort of bulldog on the front. Helps forget the gear right. There we go. Because there's no sort of gear indicator in here, you have to sort of guess which range you're in. Oh, maybe blew his gearbox up about 10 times already. Yeah, let's just carry up around here. You've got to be prepared to climb a lot in this, so if you don't have very powerful truck, or if you got a heavy trailer or something, you've got to be ready for it and plan ahead almost. Look at that, the way that sort of opens up around the corner. Massive rock face. Pretty amazing, really. There's a little dirt track there. It's blocked off. Oh no, you can see that mountain. It's pretty cool. So we lost all that height that we just gained. Hopefully don't have to climb for much longer. I love all the rocks as well. The vegetation's very cool. All those sort of almost dead looking plants. Wow, it's very... Look at the size of that. It's like it's peering down on you. feel like we've sort of gone down into the valley now. Wow. It's almost like the same effect of being sort of at the bottom of a dam, if you see what I mean. All these massive rocks. I love all the vegetation. I think I've said that though, but here they've got all sort of fallen twigs and stuff. Pretty nice. Really detailed as well. Got a little, I don't know, is this a river here following us? I assume so. See, that water isn't sort of the sandy sort of colour. It's almost like a more fresh water just came from the mountaintops. More clear. Some RVs parked up there, not a bad spot. There's that sort of river thing following. That's pretty cool. So that river sort of follows us all the way around. I think that's pretty much it now. We've just got to follow it down into Ratton. Such a nice drive though, that. If you're in a more powerful truck where you sort of don't have to keep changing through the gears all the time, it's even more enjoyable. Yeah, that just opens up now. There's a lot of sort of elevation change in that. I'd say it's probably medium difficulty. The corners aren't too tight. They are quite flowing. I mean, you saw probably then we were able to carry quite a bit of speed through some of the corners. If you're in a low powered truck like this, or you've got a heavy trailer, as I said, you do need to sort of be prepared for that. But otherwise, it's a very enjoyable route. Not too difficult at all. There's sort of two towns either side of it, so you often get some deliveries like this one going between them. It's a lot of fun though. We burn through a bit of fuel. I mean, we've done, I don't know, maybe about a quarter of a tank, just under, on that little road. And the tanks on this are pretty big. We've only got two each side. Yeah, look at that, the sun just going down. Pretty nice drive that. Definitely recommend doing it. As I said, super relaxing as well, because you don't have to sort of concentrate too hard. He's been pulled over. That's not good. What's this sign say? Matter next two exits. Probably even better doing that in the morning, or sort of this time now, just entering. That would be pretty nice. Definitely struggling to get back up to speed though. And it's a 75 up here. I'm not sure we can get up to that speed without a massive downhill section. Right, we're turning off here. Go. Is this road good now? Around this corner. Yeah, I think the sun's just about setting now. Amazing sunset with the Peever weather mod, if you're wondering. Right, where are we going? Left here. on, little Mac. You gotta love that engine sound though. It's much better than the Tesla, let's say. Little railroad crossing. It's very industrial all of a sudden, like quarries and stuff and everything. Far from the sort of nature of the drive that we just did. It's quite a big contrast. And we're just turning in here. Coastline mining. No coast near here, but there we go. No idea where to park. Around here. There we go. Not very straight, but it's taking it. So there we go. If you enjoyed that video, please do give me a like, subscribe for more, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.